Good morning. Good morning. Dad, what's that? Xenocron. Good morning. How you guys doing? Hope everything's going well today. Try something a little different. Looks like it's in the way. Down here, it's less in the way. Okay. Been having some production fun this morning. I saw that. that is incredible. That's pretty amazing. What else? Looking for getting something. Just looking up the latest and greatest log entry on Rust language. Here, let's up over there. Attributes can invoke a function like macros. Ooh, very nice. Oh, macros can be nested inside their attributes as well. Intrinsics for WASM, stabilized. These do not have a safety requirement. Okay. Oh, yay. Incremental compilation re-enabled by default. Stabilized APIs. That's nice. Oops, looks like I forgot something here. Did I wake up the rooster today? Oh, yeah, he starts at about 3 a.m. We have a broken rooster. Well, that's compiling. There we go. So, did I import it? It seems to be stuck in the wrong time zone. No, I think it just didn't form well. A little scrambled, you know. All right, so chat's compiling because I updated to Rust. See 1.54. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Cinnabike OffSec. You've followed before. Haven't you? Feels like you've followed before. No, you've been to the channel before. Okay. Oh, I'm compiling two things. That's quite a bit for my machine here. Brought in my other mug. I got it because I felt like it just described me. Right? Bitter, sweet, complex. Mm. All right, which one's gonna win? Read chat 2 or Rust Analyzer? Ooh, tough, tough, tough. Yeah. Compiling 328 things technically. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm waiting for things at work to settle down. So, oh, these two are neck and neck. Although, which one's gonna have the longer linker time? Read chat or Rust Analyzer? Hmm. Could go either way. Could. All right. 128 of 129 for read chat. 195 of 199 for Rust Analyzer. This is what GitHub CI runs on. Show me YAML in cursive. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. We got chat up. All right, what's gonna come in next? What's coming in after chat? The only thing left. Runs on toasters. That's funny. Not even gonna use cursive. Oh, back to your own bespoke terminal drawing. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I was actually thinking about cursive this morning and how a nice feature would be to have that scroll bar not have any sort of width to it. Be a neat feature. Neat enhancement. All right. Let's see, should we wait for Rust Analyzer? Probably. Just because we're going to have to start up Vim. And then once it's done, we'll have to restart Vim again. We might as well wait for it. Have fun cutting that out of it. It's very complex. Almost there. $197. Let's have some more water while we're waiting. Adjust the volume. That's weird. Do I not have... There we go. View scroll core. Ooh. Why does it have to be this complex? Zip 5? What is X and Y? Huh. Bunch of little utility functions. Keep in view. All right, well, RA might be done. Oh, and it is. All right, back to where we were yesterday, probably. So we tossed that on there yesterday, and things went sideways. Mostly because WASM bind gen. And was it lazy static in it? What? Oh, that is weird. That is weird. Huh. Whoa. Wow. Huh. Couldn't figure out what you needed to sub out. I. All right. Name can't be empty. How you doing? Name can't be empty. How many weeks left, Tommy? You didn't check. All right. So, where to? This thing. What was it? That's right. Thread local. I tried to find this wherever this was, but I couldn't find it. And I have no idea what's going on with my terminal here. I don't know if that's Tmux or Kitty. All right. And why is it? Why is it that we can have this thing that is not no standard? I know I'm asking the same questions again, but basically, mimeograph Cloudflare, which was not no standard, could be used by mimeograph, which was no standard. So this was no standard. The dependency was not. How does that work? Is that allowed? I didn't think that was allowed. Oh, it's fine. Let's just take those points, Tommy. um, all right. Because part of me just wants to go back and say, oh, this can be stable. Oh, that should only be a compile time. That's interesting. So, if I value val in this scope. What is this for? Why do we have a feature? Oh, that's for crumble. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gone away. Runtime 2. Oh. See. Huh. Allow pad style. Oh. Okay, so here, we're not going to spend much time fixing that then. Hey, Perkin, how's it going? So, let's see, what can you do and cannot do with WASM? I mean, other than the obvious stuff, like you can't run WASM outside of a WASM runner. Um, I don't know. It's a nice target actually. It's a really nice target. It's seems to be very cross-platform. Um, it's just another virtual machine that you can target. That depends on the runner, right? On the virtual machine. So there are different implementations, and so with good questions. So with like V8, where we're targeting, because Cloudflare is using V8 to run this. So we're basically just compiling to WASM and they're running it inside of V8, which means that we have access to certain APIs that they provide via V8, right? And V8 is basically the JavaScript runner from Chrome. Now, in this case, we don't have file system access, okay? But we do have network access. But in other cases, you might have some sort of virtual machine that will be basically a WASM runner, if we call it that, that has file system access. You can even build your own. So you could target your own, and it can run WASM, and it can have access to APIs that you expose or you create. So it's fairly flexible, and depending on your target, you can do quite a bit with it. I think, let's see, is WASM limited to 4 gigs of memory allocation? Because it's 32-bit? Or is there something beyond that? I don't know if you can actually allocate more than 4 gigs of RAM. You're leaving... Oh, hold on a sec. You read a great book about an immortal dog the other day? It was impossible to put down? WASM is ILP32, so Maxi, I see, yep. Oh, WASM 64 is in the works. Wow. The browser can limit how many pages available. Yeah. I like that the browser is using that and able to implement that and provide kind of a alternative to JavaScript. Um, but I think it just illustrates a very, I don't know, capable technology. A browser could use it. Some blockchain technology could use it. I forget which one it was we were looking at, but they have support for it. And there's all sorts of things that you could toss in there. You could build your own. This is how memory works. WebAssembly object is memory object is resizable. Is a resizable array buffer or shared array buffer? Oh wow. Oh, that's neat. Oh, okay. Grow in 64K chunks. Oh, that's neat. Goodbye, IE. Here, we're gonna pop back over here though. Um, so is there anything left that we have to do for updating this? It's not no standard. That gets me with this. Like just the fact that this is no standard. The other thing is, excuse me, the other way around. How does that even work? Feels like there's a bug somewhere that's going to get fixed later, and I'm going to regret it. See, and with WASM bindgen, should play as scratcher tickets. Hmm. So they have this feature here. Can't fail. Uh, yeah. But it does feel like this year should not be there. You need to learn Rust right now. You're just not super motivated. Sorry, I flipped those around. You need to learn Rust, just not super motivated right now. That is so funny. I like how it's like Clippy everything, allow everything in Clippy. and bad style. So what are they actually doing here? Or static, 2 tokens. Oh, it's static. I wonder when this is getting used. And yeah. So that we aren't going to support this anymore since it never really comes up in the wild. Okay, so standard's basically required. All right. Well, that's too bad. All right. But I think we're good with this one. Let's do a release for this. All right, let's do a dry run with that. Yeah, we're not going to O.3. Just tagged it with list dash L. Is it dash dash list? Fine. Thank you for the follow, Tanya Pipingar. Butchered your name. I'm sorry. Okay, well, we're gonna remove that. to tag dash D that. Good. Now this one. And this needs to be with previous tag name, prev tag name. This should be O.1 at the moment. Am I making video right now? Wait, am I making video on WASM? We we tend to use WASM at the moment. But like what the fundamentals of WASM and stuff like that? No. So we're actually building a project, and at the very moment, updating its dependencies, one of the dependencies we've built. But we're using WASM in Cloudflare's workers. Okay. And this here looks reasonable. Let's do a dash VVV. Merge base. Oh, but it's detected that it's in a workspace now. It's not in a workspace in the repo, though. Give it a tag prefix. That should work. It's going to whine that this isn't committed. It's fine. Is there some other option just to not to increment? I feel like I've missed something. All right. Most of the changes here actually come in the dependencies. Because now we can actually use these here, which is fantastic. Just feels wrong that I'm actually committing the version number bump down in order to do a push up. That's so weird. All right. Is there a better way to do that? Here, let's change that back to a 2. All right. Previous tag name. I already have that. Dependent version. Skip. I feel like we figured this out already once. What were we using on that? Oh, it was the router. Release.toml. No diversion is true. So if we did a cargo release minor, hey Bear Dude, how you doing? All right. See, that's still going to bump it to 3. We don't want that. Okay, let's go ahead and make that change. This goes back to 1. And then we also need the prefix killed off. Well, that and that. That'll work. That too. Yeah. Now for the release. Yes. Well, that'll take it a moment. But once we have that working, goodness, we might be able to get the it's like topple over that house of cards here, the fragile dependency tree that we had with that. Oh, that's going to be so much better. Because if we don't have that, we don't have to overwrite all these extra things. All right. There's got to be a better way to look those up. Whatever. Oh, that's a package. What's Kitty? Kitty is a terminal. Yeah. Or a terminal emulator. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's available. It's open source, and that button's not working. About Kitty here. I think I install it with Homebrew. Either that or download it. Um, no, it's 3 T's, right? No, 2 T's. Oh, those. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the link. Oh, ligatures, font ligatures. Yeah, Alacrity is really nice. I really, really like Alacrity. In fact, I think I like it a little better than Kitty for some things, like adjusting the configs. I like Alacrity's setup better, but Kitty works really, really well. Oops. Target Tommel. I want to open all of those. There we go. Crumble. No dependencies. These are all good. But here. Okay. And this can now be version 0.2. Which I believe means we can release Crumble now and these others. Without our overrides. Hey, Graticos, how you doing? This was term. That's pretty impressed with it. Yeah, my other big thing with it is it has to be windowless or frameless, borderless. So I want those extra pixels. I don't need them. All right, let's see. Now with mimeograph router, let's see if we can get rid of that. The override, I think we can probably release that. We have sitting here. Why did we tar up request? This is usually like, hey, I'm about to do something stupid, so I'm going to tar up the entire directory. It's usually how that works. What did I do in there? Oh, that's right. Okay. I was actually fixing Git. It got added as a submodule thing. But that's all fixed. Okay. What else? Yeah. No standard plus Alex support. So we could update that. I wonder if it's going to understand the the workspace now. Let's see what happens. Cargo release. I don't remember our APIs changing for this. Just that it's no standard plus alloc. Was it? Here. Was it? That's the same. Doesn't change anything. Okay. But it's alloc because of cow. No and vec. Okay, cargo release. Is this the lazy git? That is git UI. It's an application built in Rust. Um, it's got all sorts of really cool goodies in it. If I had some changes in here, you could do like staging by line in here, all sorts of stuff. You can see your stashes. I don't have any stashes. You can see the history. The one request that I would like to have with this is to be able to go a little bit wider screen here. Like if I push right one more time, for it to take up the whole screen, like just hide that other stuff, right? Like sometimes the lines aren't long enough, but other than that, it is super slick. I don't know that we actually have to update each and every one, do we? Because in here for this, we did cogen and cogen helper and router. Yeah. Request didn't change. If we do that, does it update the dependencies between them in the cargo to toml files? Interactive UI is so much better for that. Let's just do this. Hopefully it updates the dependencies between each other because they're dependent on each other. It looks like it's doing them in the right order. So here we go. Also dash V on there. Sure. Hey, welcome back. MHW0. So this is either going to go really well or poorly. Because I don't know if the tool actually updates interdependencies. I think I found out once before, but I forgot the answer. It's been a while. That should be it. All right. And here, West got bombed. Okay. Cogen bombed. Helpers bombed. Router got bombed. But these didn't get updated. Huh. That should be 051 for helpers. Hmm. That's bad. This one technically didn't change. Okay. Is it cargo publish for yanking things? Or do we have to go on to rates.io to yank? Settings. Okay. Versions. Oh, there it is. 3 minutes ago. Yank. All right. Oh. Does it actually let us delete? No, it just says that's trash. Okay. Now we want to do just one thing in the project. Package. Oops. So we fixed those dependency versions. We pushed those. See, I don't actually want these to be updated. I thought that specifying the package would help. Maybe we have to do exclude. Seems backwards. That was code gen, request, and helpers. So dry run. It says it's still updating those. Oh, I spelled that wrong. That looks good. Okay, so we publish that, and then we can actually use that. Looks good. Looks good. Now, where to from there? Okay, now we come back here. Disable those. No longer need those. Or this. This one we still need, though. That's fine. We have O.2 for this. Wait. We didn't update Crumble, did we? Did Cloudflare. Mimeograph Cloudflare. Yes. Yeah. Look at that. It's not telling us. It doesn't know which one to choose. Oh, that's lovely. Now for this one. Try to create a small version of this. So for Mimeograph Cloudflare, this was O.2. Crumble's fine. Router was O.6.2. WASM bindgen is the latest version. And for these. Okay, so what was WASM bindgen? So close. You know, we can just copy that, can't we? Oh, but we want no default features. Hey, welcome. It's actually Git, because I don't use GitHub for everything. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so we have 0425 there. Yeah, it's cool. It's like quick and fast. Sometimes the GitHub UI is just sluggish. Just like it's kind of retro. I like the workflow. All right, this one. Let's just do that. Let's get rid of that. WASM by gen test should be the same as WASM by gen. Think. Nope. All right. And we do not need the patch anymore. One of the reasons I like it is that you don't have to have a source account to be able to contribute to the repos there. You could actually mail your patches in. So, the others have done a great job of building up this kind of ecosystem and this, whole bunch of like really cool features, right? But what they've done is they've taken away the decentralized nature of Git, right? Because the central hub in that wheel is always GitHub or Bitbucket or name your own, you know. So let's see if we can get this to work. That cargo check. This is basically a gutted version of my project because I'm trying to get something set up so that um, this tool builder, Mr. Bbot, has a reproducible step for, what was it, mini flare? For his tool mini flare? Because my project doesn't work with it. Oh, I could technically allow pushing on non-protected branches, but yeah. Okay. Can I use import statement outside of module? Be a free-for-all? All right. So I need to verify that this works, and if I can verify that it works for me, then I can hand it off to him, and he can get it running. It's not doing much. All right. Here, let me see. Here's the stats. So I am streaming on Starlink. But yeah, you can see that the upload dropped right there, even though we had really signal to noise. We had signal. So something else happened during that time. Go to the network cable moment. Hey, I've got most of the network cable covered in conduit, and the goats can no longer climb on the dish, okay? So we don't have to worry about that anymore. The goat's actually toppling the dish over in the lawn. We're good. We're good. That was always, yeah. I don't know what. How do I validate this that this actually works? Create env. Let's just do that. Mode development. That's going to be mini flare. Let's see if this works. Oh, little blurb up there. What's it doing? Yeah. Well, it did something. Worker mimeograph mini flare doesn't. Okay, yep. So we have to actually fix this here. Module index BG is not an object or function. Okay. That's going to be in CF dash loader helper. That's from down here somewhere. Is it this? WBG? Let's look at the dist. WASM dis. This CF bat. Yeah, see, it's importing index BG. So I think this WBG bit has to be that. All right, let's see if that works. Oh, that worked. Okay. You think you're addicted to chess? Oh, script not found. Hmm. Page not found. Okay, so that actually worked, even though nothing else works because I gutted the whole thing. Okay. So this project actually works. I'm going to commit this. Oops, already have Vim open. I want to zero out to count ID and zone ID. It's not like it really matters. All right. Yeah. Oh, this is not a Git repo. Okay. Yep, we need that. Sure, just take that. Fine. Whatever. Well, that's good. We don't need a README or a to-do. We'll keep the build. That. Those two we'll keep. Edit. That's trash. Generate key. Nothing secret in there. Okay. Package lock.json, fine. I don't think we actually need site settings, but whatever. I think the rest of this can go in. We'll exclude the test. Okay, and this one there worked. The others didn't. Oh. Hmm. Oops. Okay. They don't use a capital F there, do they? But this would be a capital W. All right, let's create a repo. We'll share this. Create. No, we just need to get new repo. A minimal. Whatever. Don't care. Public. Let's say it's unlisted. It remote add. We have to give that a name, don't we? Origin. There we go. So that's what. Yep, I had it backwards. Sorry. All right, so we've got that. We know it works. And Wrangler config. is Wrangler mini flare. Wrangler E and V is going to be mini flare 2. Yeah, this is the problem I was having. Okay. Let's create another, I don't know, just read me. Or was it running? Oh, let's take that out of my buffer. Okay. That should be a 404. Is that not a 404? Why? All. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, that's probably enough to get going. Let's commit that. So we'll take that, toss it over to Mr. Bebot and chat. All right. Mr. Bebot. As a readme. Here, we'll bring this over here. What was the URL? There we go. Okay, so we've gotten that done. Hopefully we can get to the point where he's able to take a look at it and maybe fix it. I don't know. Thank you. I hope to be. Oops. Let me know if you need if there's anything else I can do. Okay. I'm going to stand up now. Let's stand up. So you can short circuit on blocks of code. Oh, Xenocron. Nobody's supposed to know about that. Don't. It's like you shouldn't tell people that you can alter prototype chains at runtime. All right. So we're good there. Got that running. That means we are way back over here. Trying to get the bus running again. So these here, these are the new ones. Why aren't we getting these? Because does this cargo have to be at the top directory? That cargo directory? In the workspace. Because we need this here. Those Rust flags. Let's give it a check. What? Why are we using socket 2 for anything? Not find sys in the crate root. What? But mimeograph request is like stupid simple. It as HTTP as a dependency. If we say it's with HTTP, the default features is nothing. And this is the whole of the crate. That's it. Now, are we certain that it's failing in mimeograph request? I wonder if it's failing as something else. More time. Yeah, no. Something else is pulling that in. What is doing that? It'll make a little bit more progress each time. And then we'll know at the very end which one's failing. Actually, There's got to be a better way to figure this out. Let's go up to the start of our errors. We already looked at the beginning of the errors. So something is pulling in MIO. So let's do a cargo tree dash I MIO. Tokyo. Where'd you, oh, Fantaccini. Mimeograph test. Oh, maybe mimeograph test shouldn't actually be in here. Mimeograph test. Yeah. Because I don't actually want to compile that to WASM. Fettuccine? Fantoccini. Yep. That's by John Who. All right. Simple solution. Which bums me out a little bit. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe solution is to change this. Change our target here. Because if we don't have this target, we'll be okay, I think. Yeah, because WASM doesn't have those. Okay. And then hopefully the config will still pick up elsewhere. Can I build one with a target of WASM bindgen and the other with a target that's native host? Guess we'll find out. When would we know? We would know when. Like I say, yeah. I don't know, because I have many different variations of yeah. It just depends. Like, so one of those like side eye, like yeah, or is it like a success? Yeah, you know, which I can't do just on command, I guess. That yeah. All right. So what's happening up here? All right. This is fine because we actually have to use the new version of mod. Rates.io. Did they release a new version? No. Oh, well, fine. Yep, not that. We still need override for mod here. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Only ducks can judge you. What else happened? Mod. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Okay, so that actually worked. Wow. Well, where were we? Where were we? I'm not sure. Not sure where we were. Let's look at the to-do. That might spark a memory. We were in pages management. Ah, yes. Managing the widgets. But first, before we get too far, I want to make sure in Cloudflare that something didn't go sideways. Well, that I didn't leave trash. Because we might have a repo in here, workers, manage workers. Any flight 2. Great. There's only 2. Perfect. Dandy Serenity, thank you for that follow. How you doing? All right. That all looks fine. We're good there. So let's see. Let's go play with that for a little bit and see which one we're going to tackle. Maybe. Oh, oh, that's right. It's a workspace, but not a Git repo. Oh, yeah, that thing changed a little bit. Oh, because we went with no modules here. Yeah. Dev is gone. Guess we can reset that. Test is gone. Still using this one. We'll keep that. Oh, that's right. We were trying to get a good workflow going for the statics. That's right. That's absolutely right. So here, well, we'll go ahead and run it, and I'll show you. Um, take that. Yeah, just grab the whole thing there. Was there anything that I shouldn't have included? Oh, I moved that up into the workspace. I don't know if I should have done that. So workspace isn't in Git. I feel like this section here, that shouldn't have done. Good. Let back out. That's okay. I'm going to leave that though. Might just comment that out though. Oop, close that. Should be the release section. Why is... Oh, I have to revert that too. Okay, reset that. Yes. There we go. And this I'm just going to comment out. Okay, good. Same with that. See, I don't know about the bundle change though. This here, I don't think I need that. I think it actually produces a smaller file because this is larger than that. But it's easy enough to fix later if we need to. Okay. Version 3, sources. Oh, we don't need source maps. And we're not going to be publishing source maps. We might have them available locally, so let's update our git ignore file for that. Where is our mimeograph? Git ignore. Start on map. Add that, good. Okay. How about we also add Wrangler underscore star.toml so we don't risk adding any of those. All right. But if we make any changes to the template toml, maybe we should move that. Yeah, this one. Do git move. Change it to that. Okay. Only referenced in one place. Perfect. There we go. What next? There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. That there, the reason, the fact that this is recompiling is a bad sign. It should have already compiled. I'm guessing it's the cargo check versus this. Because Wrangler's compiling it to WASM, and the other one probably, when it did the check, compiled it to whatever my platform was. What was that up there? Imported as WASM was not found. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's fix that. I think that's in the Webpack here. Webpack config. We're going to go back with the previous bundler. Bundler. And then what? No, that's it's not okay. What's it failing on? It's doing this over and over again. Oh, bad request. Okay. Such a horrible error. Wait, do we not have this? That should have compiled it. All right, well, there's bundler. Something odd's going on. Huh. That should not be working. This one here should be failing. This should want index bg.js. Maybe. Oh, I need to delete build. There we go. Let's run dev again. Oh, and it's listening. Perfect. Let's go to localhost. H not found. Perfect. Admin. Looks like we're still logged in. Okay. So see this little M hiding behind me? That thing there? Thing there. That's what we're working on. The little drawer. So when we click on that, little drawer is supposed to come out because we have permissions to see that. That's going to be our page editing widget. We click on that, and it does something, right? The code for that is going to be in TypeScript, which I haven't used in a while, but I love TypeScript. And apparently a lot of people like TypeScript. Where's 2021? As that just came out, read the overview. Blah, 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 blah. Technology. Here you are writing TypeScript. So, most popular, most loved. Loved versus dreaded. Rust, 6 years in a row. Oh, yeah. There it is. TypeScript number 3. Elixir. How and why, like, for, I mean, Elixir is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love Elixir, but it's just, why, like, I thought it was kind of a niche thing, but that's a lot of responses for a niche. Python there, yep. Coming in at number, what is that, 6? Julia too. Yeah, absolutely. But I guess you could say Rust is kind of niche. Hmm. Go versus Rust, yeah. Are these polls made on the math Stack Exchange or Stack Overflow? Um, it's funny. Oh, and JB Pratt, thank you for that. Long out for a lunch nap. 10 months of grace. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the resub. Some heavy bias in folks that fill out the survey. Closure number 2 is surprising. I mean, it could be, right? But there's 80,000 responses. That's not small. That's not a small number. Yeah, what's bottom on the list here? COBOL. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's great. VBA? Wow. MATLAB. I thought that would be a little higher. I really did. Thought that would be higher. Let's see, then we have assembly. Assembly was higher than COBOL. Assembly is higher than Objective-C. Wow. That's Objective-C being so low is surprising. Does Swift really take over that ecosystem so much? Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. That is great. That is great. All right. I'm still struggling with my mic setup today. Got the volume bumped up and a little further away from me though. So let me know if it's a little off. Want. When I worked on the Java MMO project, it was a fantastic project. I really, really loved it. It was forever ago, right? Because I was doing Flash front end work and Java back end work. But that was my first real foray into deadlocks and complicated deadlocks. And thank you, Rust. Thank you, Rust, for saving me from that pain again. Um, but in that MMO project, we actually used Groovy as a scripting language, and it worked out really, really well, especially for people that didn't have a lot of coding experience, because our script writers wrote in Groovy, and that worked out really well. Let's see, percentage of developers who are not developing with the language or technology, but have expressed interest in developing with it. Python. Okay, that seems about right. Well, we took a lot of care in how we exposed functionality to them. 1 out of every 5 developers wishing for the wrong thing. All right, and nobody is wishing for Delphi. Oh, Delphi. Beat out by COBOL. Somebody's wishing for COBOL. 2 people for COBOL? Wait, let's see. If we hover over that, is it going to tell us the number? Can we hover over that? Oh, number of responses. 260 wishing that they were developing in COBOL. Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine. That's fine, but let's see. Top paying technologies. Closure. Wow. I wonder how they normalize this. Median yearly salary, US dollars. Yeah. Number of responses. Hmm. All right. Interesting to see how many of these had more responses. Because this is kind of a sampling of how many people are in. You have some experience with that dollar figure and that language. Kind of an interesting sampling of who's working on what. Well, how many people are working on what. A lot of SQL, Python, a lot of Python, a lot of TypeScript, C Sharp, HTML, CSS. Seems about right. It's a number. I find these other numbers here, like there's 401 people with Erlang that are getting paid. And that's interesting. Juniors are likely to be trained in TypeScript, Java, and Python. Yeah. Bash. Hey, look at that. My father-in-law, before he retired, was a SAP administrator. I think he would fit in this category. They did a lot of shell scripting. All right. So TypeScript. Where were we at time? What's up with this target thing showing up there? We need to edit our. Oh, we don't have a git ignore. It's gonna. Hmm, there we go. Oh, it's still there. Do we have to put like a star there? There it goes. Oh, but it still exists. How about remove this? Does it have to be a git repo? All right, we got a thumbs up. What am I using for this? FD? FD for that? Oh, like a bunch of people together that work in a flower shop. Vivariums. And it's the municipal gardeners. Thank you, Xenochrome. Um, all right. I was looking for start.ts TypeScript file. So we were compiling this. using, oh, that's right, SPAC. Like our web dev is not going to write bash. You'd be surprised. There's a bunch that don't. You'd be surprised. Yeah, because as a more senior web developer, I end up maintaining a lot more of the different ancillary systems that end up like, goodness, the build systems. That'll like that's got a bus number of 1 currently. So, because nobody else has the experience to be able to set that up for this. I probably spend 2 weeks a year managing our build system. Mostly because web tech build systems, other than Rust and WASM, is horrible. It just is. There is no consensus. It just depends on what flavor of the month that you want to subscribe to. What's the hot new thing? Everybody remember Gulp? Gulp still works. Anybody use it? It's not the hot thing anymore. No. Yeah, what's going on with Rome? Exactly. All right. So we were going to attach an event listener to that click functionality. We got that in there. All right. And there was something else that we were going to do. What was it? Man, it's been like a week. I should start writing this stuff down. Oh, gateway timeout. It's fine. Oh, that's right. Then I started doing the mini flare stuff so that we could get a faster iteration going with this. Because otherwise, we have to compile this, upload it, wait for it to sync in the KV store, or use Charles. How's Roma V10? All right. Well, I'm we're at a little bit of a crossroads, right? We could either set up Charles and iterate on this more quickly, or I could take a break and have some coffee. Work with Mr. Bebot today to get MiniFlare working. You know what? Is Charles up to date? I, I have been a long time user of Charles. Yeah, I think I updated it recently. Charles is fantastic. Even though the other one, what's Charles? Charles is a proxy. It's a proxy. And so here, you can see iCloud stuff is going on. I got probably some stuff you shouldn't see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful with this. Yeah, let me find one that I can show. Oh yeah, this is okay. But yeah, you can see it's like WebShark. Excuse me, what is it? Wireshark. It's like Wireshark, except it lets you change the stuff on the way through. Okay. It's particularly helpful for situations where you might need to change some JavaScript in development mode, even though something on the like it that's I'm gonna scrap that explanation. Let's go with the new one. Let's go with the one that we're actually looking at here. Okay. So we could set up a proxy, right, for our Cloudflare stuff here, so that most of the traffic just goes straight through without any modification. However, when we request the file, you know, mimeograph slash index.js, right? Because we're going to transpile that. Charles will see that we're looking for that and redirect us to a local file instead of the one that's on Cloudflare, because it would take 30, 40 seconds for it to actually sync with Cloudflare. And that would be a horrible dev experience to have to wait that long. Yeah, like Fiddler, exactly like Fiddler. Yeah. It runs a little bit better on OS 10 than Fiddler does, which is why I tend to use it. I like the setup in Fiddler better, but this tends to work better. And you can even set up SSL proxying, which we'll probably have to do. So why don't we set this up? Let's see, a proxy. Oh, looks like we already have SSL proxying working. Really? There's certain things that I just can't show you, right? Like certain keys and stuff. Okay, so we have to enable it per host. Enable in proxy settings SSL locations. Proxy settings. What do we have here? Ah, no, I don't want those. Let's remove those. What do we want? We want localhost? Guess we wouldn't even need it for yeah, actually if we're doing localhost isn't encrypted. I think. I haven't actually paid attention. Where's the little lock thing? Okay. It's not encrypted. Yeah. Good. Well, and it also stopped. But I didn't remember creating any self-signed certificates or installing anything like that, so we're probably good there. In which case, could go to this location, refresh, and then in Charles, proxy. What's my proxy settings? Here. Yeah. I want to limit it to just like localhost. It's been a while since I've used this. Map local, yes. Recording settings. Include. There we go. Localhost, 8787. Yeah. Okay there, clean that. Clean it again. Ah, localhost isn't going through the proxy. Of course not. Let's try that. We might actually have to restart Firefox. That and the other things are all right. Intraland requests are sent through a proxy. Yeah, I thought there was a way to set that up. Yeah, so if we go to proxy settings again, macOS, use HTTP or SOCKS proxy. Both? Let's do all of them. Bypass for these hosts and domains. SOCKS proxy. What's okay? Nope. That one did not work either. Does Firefox have the settings set up? Preferences. Use system proxy settings. Okay. Connections to localhost are never proxied. Fine. Okay. Fine. We can do that a different way then. We'll use this location. But we'll have to set up HTTPS for that. Tools. I thought there was a tool for that. So we should absolutely be able to do this. Here. Yeah, something like that. Um, do they specifically mention Firefox in here? That just says Firefox. Yeah, let's go back. You proxy them. Yes, yes, thank you. Allow hijacking localhost property is true. Oh, perfect. Risks. Risks. There we go. Now, if we go into preferences, proxy, and it's gone. Okay. Lovely. Let's try this again. Thank you, Internet. Very helpful. No page found. There we go. Okay. So now that we have that set up, we can mix and match things. Structure, close. I'm going to map to local. So tools, map local. Here. That little checkbox on. I always think like when I click on that option, that I'll end up turning it off, right? Like if I check here, if I click there, does it turn the checkbox off? Oh, no, you have to come inside to do that. Okay, let's remove those. Add. Protocol HTTP host localhost. Yeah, almost. It's a path. What is our path going to be to that script? Login? Huh. Oh, interesting. And now it shows this because it's doing the script hijacking. Okay. Admin. Why? It's redirecting us. Here, let's kill our cookies and try again. Storage. Session cookie. That should not redirect us. Unless it's... Yeah, there's a flash variable there. Oh, I'd have that backwards, don't I? ASCII to binary. You do not have permission to view that page. Really? Okay. See, even our flash message isn't working here. That's because it's not HTTPS. Well, it's not secure. And they were basically saying, okay, this thing is or isn't secure based on that not being hijackable. But now because it's hijacked, things are breaking. Okay, we're going to undo that. Let's go back to... Undo that. There we go. Okay. And we come back here, go to login. Now the little insecure icon is gone. All of this comes back. Okay. Fine. But now we have to change this. We're going to start using this URL instead. It's the same thing. Right? All right. It's basically the same thing, except we're not going to get updates as quickly for the compiled code. That's okay, because we're not working on the compiled code. It kind of sucks that we have to go back and forth between them. but tis what it is. Hopefully, mini flare will start working soon. HTTPS. And what is the script address? This one. I want the full URL. This here. So we're going to override this with a local file. Actually, there's a cool way to do that. Okay. Let's hit cancel there. Window tools. Proxy, SSL proxy settings. Oh, actually. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is kind of context aware. So if we come through here and we reload this, we should see that there's some sort of connection out to Cloudflare. Oh, that's interesting. It's a DNS. But where's this request showing up? It's not. Okay, let's clear that. Refresh. Nothing? Here, let's restart Firefox just to make sure. If I reload that, well, that doesn't show up either. Okay, so we need to install the root certificate in a way that Charles and Firefox would understand. Back to the internet. Browse Firefox SSL proxy. Oh, visit this location in Firefox. You will be presented with a certificate import dialog. All right, let's just click that. We're in Firefox. Open with keychain access. Okay. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Okay, maybe I did agree to something I'm not aware of. Hold on a sec. If I open that, I click on that in. Oh, Like keychain access is trying to start, but it is having a day. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, that's not working. I'm gonna kill it. All right, let me try to open it again. One more time. Come on, you can do it. It's just so silly. Like it's starting up, but it doesn't. Oh, it's just hanging. I don't know. Something's going on. All right. This feels like a job for later. Um, all right, y'all. I'm gonna try to find some coffee. Um, because I don't know why I can't find a window. Window, it's just gone. It's just gone. But I'll get that figured out later. And oh, look, oh, that's right. The latest Wrangler and everything. Streams logs much better, much better than the old way. So, ooh, learning Rust, structs, enums, pattern matching. Must have seen the that it's the most loved language 6 years in a row. Must have. Let's see. Just got to try it out, you know. Get ready for that raid. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great day. It is Wednesday. The week is half over. Oh, so all right. So here we go, y'all. Till next time. Bye bye.